All right, George Stack. Here we go again.
I have absolutely no desire to be the only woman in a man's life. In fact, that's actually my nightmare scenario. It is such a green flag to me when a man has a lot of female friendships because it means that your connection with him is not just because you're a girl that he gets along with. He has women that he gets along with. He has women he's connected to. He has women that he loves, but the way he feels about you is different, and he understands the difference between getting along with a woman, being friends with a woman, and romantic connection. Whereas I feel like men that have no friendship with women tend to have a scarcity mindset, and they go, you're a girl, we get along, therefore we must kiss. And that to me is the most infuriating thing about dating men and befriending men.
This is one of those takes that got me thinking a little bit because it's not so simple to address what this really means. On one hand, she's probably right, because if a guy can't create any sort of connection with a woman outside of just being sexual with her, it makes you wonder how much abundance he really has. At the same time, though, there is some sort of ego fulfillment component to it because she wants to be the special one amongst many. Here's the main issue I have with this. If you're a guy, having platonic friendship with women is purely enjoyment based. Female friends will very rarely offer you more value than you offer them. Now, of course, the problem people have with this is that people don't like when you have to always go 50-50 value when it comes to any form of relationship, or the idea that all relationships must be transactional. Generally speaking, I agree that maybe not all relationships should be directly transactional. Different people offer different types of value. This is true. That is, of course, up until the point that certain people always get the shorter end of the stick compared to other people. For short-term relationships, maybe this makes sense. For long-term relationships, however, eventually it starts to build some form of resentment. It's not that men always need something in return for everything they do. This isn't necessarily true. But as you start to climb the ranks of masculinity, certain things become apparent to you. One of the main things that becomes apparent to you is that you'd rather be friends with people that enjoy providing value to you and you enjoy providing value to them. When it comes to having female friends, it always has to circulate around enjoyment. Couple that with the fact that you can't open up your genuine emotions around women without any form of judgment. Let me give you an example. Imagine being a guy that genuinely wants to be a leader. Let's say you have a female friend and you tell her, I want to be the head of my household. It's highly probable that in the modern world, a lot of women would have a problem with this. If you try to speak how you feel and you get negative feedback from it and repeatedly shame for it, eventually you're going to stop talking about how you feel. This, of course, is the unanimous male experience. If you're trying to become masculine, that is. There's a lot of feminine men that might deny this, however, they're very rarely in control of their lives. Anyway, these are just some of the reasons why having female friends as a man can become problematic. Let's continue.
I've been thinking a lot about whether or not men and women can be friends, and I sort of realized it is so much easier, unfortunately, to be friends with men that are successful with women because they don't automatically view friendship with women as an in to romance, as an in to sex. They view it as a totally separate entity because they don't find romance, sex, general connection with women hard to come by. Men that have a scarcity mindset when it comes to women can almost only get to romance through friendship, so they see friendship with women as merely a stepping stone towards somewhere else.
When it comes to this particular part, she's 100% correct. The vast majority of men see female friendship as a stepping stone. This is essentially your so-called nice guy.
Men that have many female friends don't view it only to be a stepping stone. Men that don't struggle romantically or sexually with women don't need their friendship with you to serve as a stepping stone. Anyway, I could yap about this all day, but scarcity mindset is the death of true intentional connection.
To recap, this one was a little bit more nuanced. I genuinely think that she was correct on her take, but I think she left out some key nuance. The nuances being that men don't really benefit from being friends with girls long term, and the fact that women also keep high value men around for their future interests. Women also keep these men around for financial gain or for sexual interest. They're just much more subtle about it than men are. They essentially do a much better job of keeping that friendship in that zone. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Don't forget to check the links in the description below.